Hi, this is Raya from Patriots Rise Up. And I just want to know how anyone thinks they're getting their income tax back. America is broke. We are whatever many trillion dollars in debt. I mean, the whole world's in debt. Trillions and trillions of dollars. But anyway, I was talking to my friend. I wanted him to translate this video for me because the picture looked weird. And when I scanned through it, of course, I couldn't understand any of it. I thought I heard it say Americana or something, so I wanted to know what was going on. So I asked him to translate it for me, because he was born here in America, but he went to Mexico and learned Spanish. Anyway, and of course I'm protecting his identity. So he says, "Give me a second." I said, "Thank you," and then he says, the guy said they have 100 rescued, more than 100. I mean, migrants in this little town. And I told him I thought I heard Americana and blah, blah, blah. Alright, so the next thing is, I asked him, hope all is well with you. He said, I'm great. I just got a new job working with the caravan children, undocumented children that get caught at the border. We're in West Virginia. How? I mean, it's great. I think the kids, and you'll see in my text to him, that I think the kids should be protected and brought over here. But, how did West Virginia get border kids? Is my question. Because I just saw a video the other day where Homeland Security, I can't remember if it was Arizona or Texas, I'll have to find the video, and they had big white buses dropping a bunch of damn migrants off. Homeland Security. It was like 3 or 4 buses, and they come through there every day, and then this lady was trying to videotape them, and they literally blocked her out with black sheets so we couldn't see, her camera couldn't see the migrants trailing into this homeless shelter or whatever it was. But anyway, if I can find the link, I'll throw it in the description for that. So let's go on. So what are you doing with them? And where do you work? It's a private institution. I can't say because it's federal. But we get them a lawyer and clothes and food and schooling basically. It's a residential for American kids, but they have cottages now for these kids. So our kids in America aren't getting food stamps come February. Well, we got February's. Well, I don't get food stamps, but I'm saying other kids' parents that I know um, aren't getting food stamps after February. Because, yes, they were in West Virginia given on the 20th for February, which is ominous in itself. I mean, that's got to send alarm bells to everyone in America that something's wrong and something's about to happen. What's going to happen? I do not know. But my question is, and mind you, I love the kids, I understand, but how are we paying for these kids on the border that are coming through when we don't have money for our own kids? They're stopping school lunches. Some of these kids depend on them lunches because they don't have parents that buy food or whatever, whatever. Poor people don't have food and people are just getting poorer. Middle class is even dropping to be poor. The new classes are going to be poor and rich. There ain't going to be no middle class. They're knocking it out. And with the shutdown, that's what they're doing. They're knocking out the middle class, making everybody either dirt poor, or if you're lucky enough to be rich, then you're rich. Of course, I wouldn't even want to be rich. I don't think that's lucky at all. But anyway, um, so where's this money coming from? Where is this money coming from that's doing all lawyers and food and schooling and clothes for these poor kids? I mean, I understand help them, yes, but do we really have it right now? Does America really have it to be given to kids somewhere else when our kids aren't going to get fed come March? And I think school lunches close in February, if I'm not mistaken. The food program. And a lot of you probably grew up on that. I know I did. I had those special food tickets, whatever lunch tickets or whatever they were for low income kids. So, all right, so it goes on. I'm rambling. It goes on to say, you can see what I said. No, I'm glad you're helping the kids. That's awesome. I have no problem with the kids coming here. It's the gang members I'm against. Yeah, they get somewhat vetted. You see how you said that? Somewhat vetted. So how do they vet these kids? I'm not understanding. Somewhat vetted. We've served over 600 youth. So he's had over 600 migrant children come through West Virginia. I don't know where because he won't tell me to get help. And I'm still not understanding how they got all the way to West Virginia. So I guess West Virginia's going to start getting these weird diseases and sicknesses here soon too. I'm not blaming the kids. I know, they got it bad over there, but anyway. And only 7 turned out to be gang members. So I mean, yeah, because you're only somewhat vetting them. I don't even know what that entails. Maybe I'll text him later and ask him. And then I said, that's truly great. All kids are the future, which I believe. All our kids are the future. If you don't know nothing about the mud floods, you should probably go check it out. Because there is, stuff going on with that. Where they had orphan trains. Where did all the parents go? What happened? Yeah, check that out. Anyway, let's go. In which case, we do turn them over to the feds. So he had found 7, which I'm sure there's more, but they found 7, and they turned them over to the feds. Yeah, they really are relying on us to report the stories of these kids so they can get legalized. And I told them, right, well, the gov is shut down. No more food stamps, among other things. I wonder how they are going to pay for these kids, and I hope they do. I love all kids, which is true. And he said they have a grant. The entire program is already paid for. Not sure the dollar amount behind it. So they put a grant for kids that aren't Americans, but they don't have something to make sure the kids that are here are taken care of. This is really pissing me off, America, our government. This is really pissing me off. And then you can read the rest because I've been rambling long enough. I just want to know what people think about this. What are you thinking about this? The shutdown, just so you know, the shutdown's not ending. Neither side are going to give in because it's planned. This is going to be the start of the fall of America. You better stock up on food. You better stock up on ammo. You better start stocking up on your meds if you need meds, or find out the alternative and get that. Homeopathic or whatever. Organic, whatever. Better start thinking about it, America. We've been lucky so far. We've been protected for a long time in this country. We are no longer under that protection. God is no longer protecting us, or whoever you believe in up there. They are no. He is no longer it. Whatever. It's we are not protected. It's coming. And the crazy thing is it's not just happening here. It's happening everywhere. In all countries. They're trying to literally do this to all countries. France has had invasions of illegal aliens. London, Europe, all of them, Germany, they have all had invasions brought upon them so that it starts to fall. And then, of course, our government shut down. And look what's happening in France. They're finally standing up to their government. I mean, I think they're doing it all wrong, but, yeah, we should protest, but there's other things that our retired military should be taking care of. Or vets or whatever. I just think we could take back America easily. There's more of us than them, but nobody's trying to get it together. So we're gonna fall. Anyway, I'm out. I've been rambling. Sorry about that. I hope you got the message and wake up. Prepare. I'm out.